Hey, everybody in Coldwell Banker world. Welcome to the newly coined Katrina TV. We're calling this Katrina
Woohoo!
TV. Whoop,
Thanks
whoop.
for joining.
Yeah. Hey. So, actually, it was kind of funny. I was in Fort Collins and Loveland yesterday, and somebody asked me, and I did, you know, different classes and whatnot, and they're like, so tomorrow when you teach, are you going to be doing the same thing on Katrina TV? And I thought, you know what? That is brilliant. So we're going to create a logo. We're going to brand this sucker, and all the major networks around the world are going to be majorly threatened by Katrina TV.
I need to get my own news mic. I got to start
Oh,
reporting
man.
on some stuff.
I know, this is going to be amazing. We're going to be live around the globe talking Katrina TV. So this segment of Katrina TV is going to be all about listing rewards and the distinctive point of difference that here at Coldwell Banker we bring to you when it comes to marketing your listings, and when you're on a listing appointment up against the competition. We want you to be the agent in the marketplace that hands down, bar none, outperforms, outmarkets, and out-delivers your services to your clients. But most importantly, certainly, it is very important to market the listing itself and service the client with all the things that you're going to do with the various elements that we're going to talk about here in a second as it pertains to listing rewards. But most importantly, we are marketing who? We're marketing you, and every single one of these listing rewards packages that you take in order and integrate into your marketing plan is about marketing you as a real estate expert, and this is how you market your listings on and on and on. So it's not about necessarily that one listing, even though it is for your seller, but for you, it's about helping you get the next 2, 3, 4, 5, 10 listings as a career-minded professional. Okay, and when you think about the fact that some of these different packages are anywhere from $275 to $400 to upwards of $1,200 $840 for a package. It's about presenting you as the expert in the marketplace, and so think of it as, yes, $275 can possibly be considered a lot of money. $400 is not, it's not chump change. But when you're going after that listing and you get a commission check of anywhere from, I don't know, what, 5, 6, 7, 10, 20, $30,000 in commission paid out to you, and you're ordering a $400 package, hopefully you are savvy enough to realize that marketing yourself first as a property marketing expert, that's what it's all about. So all that said, this is listing rewards. We're going to dive into the elements, the features, the advantages of what listing rewards brings to you and helps you market, and what the different components are of listing rewards. Okay, so we're not going to necessarily go into the actual ordering process, because that's pretty straightforward. I mean, you go to a website and you click on the various buttons that you are going to order and include the different marketing information about the property. So that's after the fact. That's after you get the listing. But more importantly, how and why you're going, and it's more about the why you're going to use these different distinctive point of differences to outperform, outmarket, and outcompete whoever you're going up against at the kitchen table in a listing appointment, right? So we're going to click on the NRT Gateway. So we're at the NRT Gateway. We are clicking on Listing Rewards, and it takes you to the Listing Rewards page, the order site, and all the various elements inside listing rewards that are included. And I'm going to get to a brochure that you're going to have. Hopefully you'll have these in your offices, right? Do they all have? Everybody should have personalized ones yet? Or do they get, as a new agent, going through the broker concierge, you should have your sample kit, your sample packet for listing rewards, and that is for you to take on your different listing appointments and also memorize and role play and really get your delivery of the presentation down pat. And you're going to want to do that. You're going to want to practice and practice and practice until you're like blue in the face in the front of a mirror or sitting across the table from a friend or a spouse or colleague or whatever in front of a camera, video camera. You're also going to want to watch the 12-minute listing presentation that we have on video that Chris does a very nice job of presenting all the elements of the program in 12 minutes because ultimately that's all it should take when you're at the kitchen table is literally 12 minutes. If you go beyond 12 minutes, then most people's ADD kicks in big time these days, and they're just in it. They just want to know what you're going to do to market the home, how much is your fee, what are you going to charge, and what the home is going to be listed at, right? So anything beyond that, and if you start getting into how wonderful you are and how many awards you've done and how you're involved in the community and you like to give back to animals and feed the homeless and travel the world or whatever, then you're getting into personal time on their part and they don't care. So keep it focused, keep it down, right to the brochure that you should have and the sample packets that you should have already. Now, if you're a Coldwell Banker agent that isn't new, that hasn't gone through Broker Concierge, and you don't have sample packets, you can order those through Color Productive, and they are probably, $75, $80 or something like that for a sample packet of the brochures.
$69.
All right, $69, $70. Let's call it $70 is what a sample kit will be for you. And you're going to want to have those at the ready as well because the last thing you want to do when the call comes through that there's a listing appointment for tomorrow and you're scrambling for samples of your marketing pieces, that is not a good thing, okay? So be ready and be prepared and be very well trained and versed and rehearsed so you are able to speak to what is included, okay? So here are the different packages. We have the bronze for those agents that are not all that marketing savvy, if you will, and only want to spend $75 or $175 or $95 without photos, and you just like the flyer, 8.5 by 11 flyer, and the CB mobile brochure. Those are the two primary things that you can get. You can get the photography, of course, but if you're less about marketing yourself and less about marketing properties, the bronze is the right one for you. But more career-minded agents in today's real estate world would more look to either a $275 or our most popular package is the $400 one, just because all that you get with magazine ads and TV spots and everything, that's where it's at. And for every time you pull the $400 lever, we will back it. We will match it by $1,200. Okay, so we'll match your $400. Think of it as kind of like a 401k. You pull the $400 lever, we're going to take $1,200 of real money, real cash, and match your $400. So it's, in essence, a $1,600 marketing package to market that listing, right? When you blend the two, okay? So it includes, the professional marketing services to put the pieces together for you, the HDR photos, the branded virtual tour, which is included with your single property website, the TV spot, and so on and so forth. So I'm going to get into the actual brochure, and I'm going to scroll up here. Let me get into, let's see, where are those puppies on this thing as of late. Oh, this page is coming soon. Well, that's not good. I thought I had them change that last time. And that is, so disregard that as a part of live Katrina TV. Here we are. Where is the packages. I'm looking for a sample package. I was hoping to have the brochure. Do you have the brochure on your computer by chance? That's okay. That's okay. Oh, here it is. Here it is. Here it is. I got it. Simmer down now. Okay, so we're going to go to, people on this thing must think I'm a total buffoon. And they would be correct. If you ask my wife, she will just be like, heck yeah, he is a total goofball idiot. All right, so here we are.
A buffoon who we listen to and gives us valuable information.
Here we are, blowing it up. So, all right, so I am going to click on this gold package detail. So let's kind of go through what the gold package detail looks like. So this is in essence your sample brochure, what is included in the packages. I'm going to kind of talk through these so we actually get real specific on the different elements that are the distinctive point of differences. Distinctive point of differences as we download the PDF. You hopefully will have your sample hard copy in front of you or nearby or at the ready. And I'm going to take you through what is included. So here's a sample of what I'm talking about. So this is the sample custom personalized version of, this is a gold package brochure, consumer brochure. This is the 12 minutes you're going to spend with your people at the kitchen table, and you're going to want to personalize. Because if it's not personalized with your own photo, your own contact information, then it is pretty cheeseball, right? And it looks like whose package program, Coldwell Banker's, and not yours. Because when you're sitting at the table, you're going to want to say, Mr. and Mrs. Seller, this is what I do to market listings every day until that property is sold on all of my listings as a savvy real estate professional in 2017. So, as a part of the gold package, you get the 35 HDR photos where you are going to tell your seller that you're going to schedule an appointment to have a professional photographer come out. And you, my recommendation is, I know we're all busy, but it's probably a good idea to, especially on your first few, to actually meet the photographer at the property. So you may want to take note to have yourself meet the photographer at the property and walk through the property with your photographer to make sure they're getting all the right shots, all the right angles, the lights are on. The house is fairly well picked up. You might even want to get there a few minutes beforehand to make sure that everything looks good, the dishes are cleared off the counter, because nothing is worse when you have a house that they have kids and they ran out of the home, didn't pick it up or whatever, and now you're chasing down things to be picked up while the photographer's right behind you. So 35 HDR photos, magazine grade quality photos. We use Rocket Media as a part of our package. They do a tremendous job. You do not have to use Rocket Media. In fact, if you choose not to use our preferred photographer, you have the opportunity to opt out, and we'll give you an $80 credit on any one of the packages. Okay, so just know that you have choices. You're not forced into using Rocket Media, even though they do a fantastic job, and they guarantee that your photographs will be delivered to you the following day by 10 a.m. Okay, and that includes on Saturday. So if the property was shot Friday afternoon, by 10 a.m. Saturday morning, you will have the photographs to start marketing the property. Okay, so that is 35 HDR photos that are for your brochures, for the TV spot, et cetera, and the website. Custom website, we will personalize. We will create a personalized single property website for you to use on social media, and that's what this is, the custom website specific to that property. Excuse me. And with that, it is ideal to share on social media, send it to your clients, have them share it on social media, and it is another distinctive point of difference that you are going viral with. You'll put it in your signature line of your email. You'll put it all over the place as far as that single property website link goes. Okay. Inside that single property website, you also get a virtual tour, right? So you get a virtual tour of the property, which has is using the 35 HDR photos and putting it into a nice virtual tour presentation that resides inside the single property website, the custom site, just for that particular listing. Okay. In addition to that, you'll get a magazine ad in one of the top, in fact, probably the top read lifestyle magazine on the planet in Colorado, right? Yes, 5280 magazine. So we will feature it in 5280 magazine or 5280 home magazine. This is the place to be, right? This is where you are going to want to advertise. In fact, if you just sit down at the kitchen table and ask any of your sellers, have they ever seen, and you're going to want to bring a sample magazine, a sample 5280 magazine, you're going to want to bring that along with you in your presentation, along with this 12-minute little brochure, consumer brochure. And I promise you, almost everybody has heard of or has seen 5280 magazine or 5280 home. And we will make sure that you'll get a sixth of a page ad in the next issue of 5280 or 5280 home, whichever comes first. Now, the other thing you're going to want to do is you're going to want to grab a sample of what the competitors do as far as print advertising in magazines. So Kentwood does a magazine ad or a magazine of their own. Liv Sotheby's does one twice a year, and the group in Fort Collins and some of the competition around the marketplace. Find a magazine in the market that the competition does, right? And bring it with you. Put it out on the table. Show the seller sitting across the table. Ask them, have they ever seen this magazine? Or have they ever heard of the Kentwood magazine or so forth? Chances are they're going to say 50-50. They're probably going to say, yes, I have, or in many cases, they're going to say no. The one thing that you're going to be certain to illustrate on is that 80%, about 80%, I think it's closer to 68%, 70%, somewhere in there, use the 80% number. 80% of unsolicited magazines, so free publications that end up in somebody's mailbox, ends up where? Ends up in the trash before they're even looked at. So the Kentwood magazine, or the group magazine, or the Liv Sotheby magazine, if it shows up in your mailbox as a home owner, and you have no interest in that other than maybe thumbing through it quickly, just because a lot of times real estate magazines are kind of eye candy. People like to see, ooh, what's the latest and greatest. But we know 5280 magazine, and we have all the stats, we have all the demos, we have everything backing the publication, the fact that people spend about 50 to 60 minutes per issue actually reading it. And we even know that they start at the back of the magazine when they're flipping through 5280 magazine or 5280 home magazine. They start at the back of the magazine. And guess where our real estate section is and your listings are going to be? At the back of the magazine. So that's what they see first. So as part of the gold package and silver and platinum, not the bronze, you get a magazine ad in 5280. Now, if you're a Global Luxury member, you're a Global Luxury member and you pay into the Global Luxury program, you can opt out of 5280 magazine and opt into Colorado Homes and Lifestyle magazine, another amazing publication geared more to the luxury type buyer. So if you have a high-end listing over $600,000 and you go with a gold package or a platinum package, you as a Global Luxury member have the opportunity to opt out of 5280 and put it in CHNL, and that's part of the ordering process. So just a little sidebar note on that. Well, also, as a part of your gold package, create a just listed e-flyer for you to announce to your sphere, to your clients, of your new listing. And that is generated in New Panda for you. You'll be notified when the e-flyer is ready to go, but just know that you hit send, and I'm giving you a little detail behind the scenes, that you're the one that actually hits send of that e-flyer when it's sitting there ready to go. We do not do that for you, okay? But it's another distinctive point of difference that, in addition to the online website, in addition to advertising in the magazine in a high caliber lifestyle publication that is very sought after, we will also send a e-flyer for you, Mr. and Mrs. Seller, because we don't want to leave any rock unturned when it comes to marketing your house. And then we'll also send out for you to 8,000 co-oping brokers on a Friday an agent announcement. And that will go out to 8,000 co-oping brokers announcing that this property is on the market. Again, not leaving any rock unturned, and yet another distinctive point of difference. So moving along to another incredible distinctive point of difference in the marketplace, nobody has their own TV show that airs every week on Sunday, Channel 2 at 9 a.m. So when you're sitting at the table with your seller on an appointment, let them know that we have our very own TV show where many real estate brokerages and agents are still stuck in the newspaper, which how many people here on this call or this session have a newspaper delivered to their doorstep every morning? No show of hands. See? Hey, wait a minute. Katrina does. Uh-oh. What's that all about? She's old school.
I am.
She gets her cup of coffee and reads the Denver Post. What
I
is
do.
it? Is it really the Denver Post?
Yeah.
They're still in business?
They are.
Holy smokes. The one subscriber to the Denver Post is sitting across from me. Never heard that before.
Hello.
Well, she may be the one that says to her real estate agent, who would that be, I wonder? Could it be, does his name...
I may know someone.
Does his name rhyme with man? Dan. So when it's time to put the home on the market, you're probably going to say, I really want to be in the newspaper because I'm going to read it every day with my slippers and my cup of coffee because I'm the only one left under whatever age you are that still reads the newspaper. Oh gosh. Okay, I better get going.
There's an old lady inside of me. I'm pretty certain.
That's terrible. You're still young at heart, though. All right, so TV Spot airs on TV. Thousands upon thousands upon thousands of people watch our TV show. In fact, we rival the Today Show Sunday mornings. It's just pretty amazing. But distinctive point of difference, in all seriousness, we'll take that 30-second spot. We'll put it up on YouTube. And again, like the single property website, that's for you to share on social media and demonstrate what you do to market your listings differently while also marketing that property. Because again, this is all about marketing you as a real estate professional to get that next 3, 4, 5, 10 listings. Property brochures, no question, we're going to generate the best quality, glossy brochures. You have several different options as a part of the silver, gold, and platinum. So you can have the 8x8, very nice, chic, kind of hip, cutting-edge type brochure with gorgeous photography that you select as a part of your brochure. We'll take the copy that you provide us and make sure that the brochure looks fantastic. And that's the 8x8. You have the 11x17 two-sided or 4-page brochure that you can opt into if you choose to, or the two-sided 8.5x11, depending on which package you want to go with. But those are the options, the 3 options for property brochures. The key to the property brochures, hear me out, is that you want to make sure that you put those inside the home, okay? And you'll receive 50 of the property brochures, and they are for inside the home. Now, in the event that the home sells quickly and you have 49 of the brochures still left over, that is your opportunity to walk the neighborhood or further market the property. The fact that you sold it and maybe you put a little note on it or put your business card on it and let people know in the neighborhood that it sold in X number of days or whatever you want to do there with the brochures. But keep them inside the home. Don't put them in a brochure box out on the signpost because that is not what those are for. Social media, we'll put your listing, Mr. and Mrs. Seller, on the company social media sites, which are the Facebook page, the company Facebook page, company blog, etc. And from there, Mr. and Mrs. Seller, I'll also feature your listing on all of my social media outlets. Again, not leaving any rock unturned, and this is how I market my listings as a distinctive point of difference when it comes time to put your biggest asset that you're wanting to sell for the highest price possible in the shortest amount of time. You're going to deliver that for them. Okay. the CB Mobile brochure, another distinctive point of difference, an exclusive that we offer at Coldwell Banker. We will make sure. I'm not going to put the brochure box out there because that's not what we do. We don't want flyers all over the neighborhood. And Mr. and Mrs. Seller, I don't want to be calling you or I don't want you calling me every few days to let me know the brochure box is empty, or I don't want to leave a stack of brochures behind or flyers behind asking you to fill it when the kids in the neighborhood throw them all over the neighborhood, or they get all soggy and gooey in the wintertime, filled with snow and rain and water and stuff. So I don't do brochure boxes. Instead, I do what is called my CB Mobile brochure. And a sample of that is right here. So what you're going to do at the kitchen table is have them physically go to their cell phone, grab a text, and text 73940 to 35620. And for those of you sitting here, you may want to try that out if you haven't already. You're definitely going to want to demonstrate it to your people when you're sitting at the listing appointment, and have them pull out their text devices and show them what a sample of the brochure coming to a consumer's cell phone will look like, with the multiple photos, with the description of the property, with the video of the property, with the single property website of the property, all in this contained digital environment in a consumer's website or cell phone sitting in front of the home. They will get all the details. And then, better yet, Mr. and Mrs. Seller, when you get the when the consumer is getting that information sent to their cell phone, you, the seller, or I'm sorry, you, the real estate agent, are also getting that information right to your mobile device. So you, the agent, are going to get that text notifying you, the agent, that a buyer is sitting in front of the home and they are interested in the property. That's the cue for you to obviously reach out to them, not right away, within, call it 10, 15 minutes or so, and ask them if they received all the information that they were looking for in the mobile brochure right to their cell phone. Again, give it a 10, 15 minutes. You don't want to jump all over them within minutes and ask them. That's a little bit creepy, a little bit Big Brother honing in on them and not that sort of thing. So be careful on that. So that's the mobile brochure. That's how you demo it. That's why we don't do brochure boxes, and that's why it is super imperative that you inform them that you are at the ready when somebody is inquiring about that listing, their property, by mobile device. Okay. The other amazing part of the gold package is the gold envelope, and hopefully everybody has a sample of these gold envelopes if you ordered the kit through Katrina, or if you've ordered the kit on your own, then you have the highly coveted gold envelope, okay? And we will send out, as a part of the gold package and platinum package, we will send out 100 gold envelopes with the tri-fold brochure inside of it, announcing the property on the market in the marketplace, okay? And what's beautiful and what is scientific, if you will, proven scientifically about the gold envelope is that when the homeowners, the 100 addresses surrounding the property, receive that listing announcement in the gold envelope, what is almost certainly going to happen when a gold envelope arrives in a mailbox? They think what? They're being invited to a wedding, to a baby shower, something fun. And when people get gold envelopes that look like an invitation, they are going to open it, and you win because it shows the homeowners around that listing that you're now taking or you're presenting to your client at the kitchen table, demonstrating what you do differently. It just goes one step further to show you use direct mail in its best format of a gold metallic envelope, and you literally probably going to hold the gold envelope, hand it to your seller sitting at the table, and ask them if this were to come in the mail, what would you do with it? They're most often going to say they're going to open it because they like to be invited to things, and everybody loves to be invited, but instead it's kind of our secret weapon showing off that listing. And this is what you do as a real estate professional that markets homes differently in today's real estate market, right? Regardless, whether it sells fast, goes under contracts fast, or whatever, it's about marketing yourself to the 100 homes surrounding that property. In fact, we have one agent that orders an additional 300 gold envelopes, and he sends that out to his sphere every single time. And it's his way of staying in front of his clients over and over and over again. In addition to the 100 that goes around the property, he sends 300 to his sphere every single time, announcing his new listings, and it shows his people, his sphere, this is what he does differently to market the listing, and he's successful and all that good stuff. So food for thought, whether it's 300 or 50 or whatever variation of that, it's for you to take it to the next level and market yourself. You're marketing yourself all the way through this entire process. We talked about the virtual tours, and then we also talked about the fact that we are going to broadcast this out to all the various websites, including the syndicated Fab Max websites that are included in your AVP. So that's what this is all about. We're going to put our best foot forward and market your listings, Mr. and Mrs. Seller, on the top-rated real estate websites around the world that people visit most. And then at the end of it all, Mr. and Mrs. Seller, I'm going to provide you with a custom marketing overview that demonstrates all the things I've done to market your property differently than any other real estate broker in the marketplace. So, and with that said, if all you do is, and I know we went way over 12 minutes, this should only take 12 minutes to go through this. But if you just simply go through each one of these and stay focused on these 10, 12 elements, there is no reason that you should have to discount your price, okay? There's no reason to discount your price. You should always get a 6% full fee listing because this is real money. And when you are able to take them through, and obviously you don't tell them that you're going to spend $400. I mean, that's insane. And don't tell them the company's going to match it by $1,200. I'm just telling you that right here so you have the back-end intel of what it looks like. But to have a professional photographer come out that you're hiring, that you're going to have come out, I mean, that's easily, what, $200-300 to have a professional photographer come out, to have a custom website designed for that listing. I mean, that's, what, $150-200? To advertise in 5280 magazine, just so you know, it's $4,000 for a full-page ad in the magazine. Do the math. I mean, that's real money that you're pulling out of your pocket and you're putting on the table. All the other things, to run a TV spot on TV, that's why other real estate companies don't do it, because they can't, first of all, begin to figure out how to do that. Secondly, it's so expensive for a real estate agent to go out and try to run an ad for a listing on TV and then put it on YouTube and then put it on your YouTube channels. And, property marketing brochures, sure, those are, they cost real money, and so on and so forth. And the direct mail piece with the gold envelope, I mean, just for our own sake, that costs $275. Of the $400 that you're pulling that lever on. Literally, $275 is what it costs to send out that gold envelope, first-class mail. So, the list goes on, and you're going to want to make sure that you're communicating to your people that this is real money. Do not tell them you're only spending $400. I don't want to insult your intelligence, but I'm just telling you that's definitely not what you want to do, and so on and so forth, right? So all this is to position you as the real estate expert in the marketplace. So whether you go with the silver package or the platinum package, or I highly recommend the gold package, that is pretty much where it's at. And for the money that you're investing and all that you're getting as a part of the gold package, hands down, bar none, no other real estate company in the marketplace can or will offer or do this. And the best part of all of this, short of you scheduling the appointment, and I'm kind of off base, I'm not off base. I'm no longer presenting to the seller in this dialogue here as part of this presentation, but now I'm talking to you in regards to the fact that you're going to order the package after you've got the listing, and for you to literally schedule the appointment for the photography, provide us with some text, some copy of the property, and then from there you're going to proof, the brochures and proof some of the, the video and whatnot. But the fact that we do this all for you, that itself is worth its weight in gold. No pun intended, but it's true. For you to be able to have it literally all done for you. And yes, you kind of have to watch it, because the last thing you want to do is have something go out and all of a sudden it didn't go out the way you wanted it to. We don't want to be at the mercy or the blame of something that went out mistakenly. So, as a service to your client, you're going to want to make sure everything looks spiffy and is sharp and is accurate and all that. So just take some time in the proofing process and the fine-tuning process of marketing your listings and ultimately marketing yourself. Because again, that's at the end of the day, that's what this is all about, marketing yourself over and over and over again. So the platinum package is for kind of those big listings over $1 million, where you get some additional advantages. You get a 40-second spot versus a 30-second spot on TV and also on YouTube. And then you have some photography enhancements. So you can go with an aerial photo, you can do twilight photos, or a 1,200 square foot Matterport credit, so a $150 credit towards a Matterport tour. And then you also get a half-page ad in 5280 magazine as a part of the platinum package. So that's kind of where you want to pull out the big guns. And if you really want to take it to the next level for a high-end property, 840. And with 840, I think, what do we pull out? I think it's $1,700, if I'm not mistaken. It's about $4,000 is what we, the company, invest all in when you pull the $840 lever. So, in summary, that's listing rewards as a distinctive point of difference. When it comes time to order the package, you simply click on order here, and it will take you through the steps of ordering the package, and it's pretty straightforward, super easy. If you ever need help or have questions at any time, you can always reach out to the Listing Rewards team as a part of the Start Chat down in the bottom right corner of the site, and the extended business hours to have somebody sitting there ready to answer your questions or help you or walk you through the process. By all means, they are there to serve your needs all the time. With extended business hours now on Saturday until noon, which is great, because if you happen to get a listing the night before, we know you work around the clock, and we're now there to serve your needs on Saturdays as well during the busy season here, the busy listing season. Not that it matters to you now, but back in probably when we go back to September, October, when things start to cool off a bit, we'll probably pull back on those extended hours. Instead of Saturdays, we'll go back to Monday through Friday. But so listing rewards, nothing else like it anywhere else in the marketplace. It is our distinctive point of difference. I know I've said that countless times here, but it is our way to position you as a real estate expert in the marketplace and help you market not just that listing that you're after, but more importantly, market yourself in the marketplace for those next 3, 5, 10, 20 listings for years and years to come as a career-minded professional here at Coldwell Banker. So unless there are questions or if anyone has any feedback, that will wrap it up. Questions, comments, anybody? We're all on the right track. You like what we're doing here? Okay, not all at once. Have a great day.
I heard an applause. Thank you.
Oh.